Hey, good morning, Alan and B. You know, when I was a little boy, I really loved the space program. And I really paid a lot of attention when Apollo 11 landed on the moon. And we're almost to the 20th year anniversary of Apollo 11 actually landing on the moon and Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin walking on the moon. But you know, today we have space shuttles. And space shuttles are really cool because they orbit Earth and you can blast off from someplace in Florida or someplace in California and you actually get to go and ride on the space shuttle. Now what Nana put together for you behind me is some space gear and I think it's really cool. So before I read you the story, I'm going to show you all the space gear that Nana put together. So we have a nice little dress for B. We have some beautiful little astronaut shoes. We have some nice shorts for you, Alan. And we have some space boots because, you know, if it's raining and if there are puddles like there are in New Orleans, you need to wear your boots so your feet don't get wet. And there's a little carry case for some other little surprises that we're going to include in the package. So we're really excited for you to get this and for you to wear this. Okay, so the book I'm going to read to you is called The First Explorers Astronauts. And you can see there they are, the little kiddo astronauts. Maybe you or B or maybe both of you will someday visit the space station. So I'm going to read this book and then we're going to mail you this book and you'll have it so your daddy can read it to you and your mommy can read it to you as well. All right, it says the astronauts are off to the space station. At mission control, people check everything is ready. Then the rocket blasts off. And you might be able to see in the background here, that's actually the space shuttle Atlantis sitting on its pad waiting to blast off. It takes about 6 hours for the astronauts to arrive at the space station. So it blasts off from Earth and it goes to the space station in 6 hours. That's about the same amount of time it takes to fly from Orlando, Florida to Southern California. How many astronauts can you count? Well, let's see here. Looks like they're 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. All right, this is a cool book. On the space station, the astronauts work and they eat and they sleep for up to 6 months. That's about the same period of time as you're in school, so that's a long time. Can you see the computer? Of course you can. There's the computer right there. Can you see dinner? This young man right here is having a hamburger and it looks like he's going to have a little drink. And the sleeping bag, that's where they actually sleep. And this young lady is actually exercising in space. Can you imagine that? Now you might wonder why they have these little tethers on. That's to keep them from being weightless like this person. And there's no gravity in space, so they actually float around if they don't tether themselves. In space, everything floats, even people. Can you imagine that? The astronauts need to be strapped in when they sleep. So here's some straps that this man has for his feet and the straps I talked about there. And you can see that that one's actually floating. And there they are, they're sleeping. I know Alan is a really good sleeper. There they are sleeping with their tethers. Sometimes the astronauts go outside the space station on a spacewalk. Now that's not like a walk that you and your mom and daddy take up to Starbucks. That's actually a walk in space. Can you picture walking outside the spaceship and being in space? A space suit is like a mini spaceship. Inside the suit, the astronaut can breathe because they have a lot of oxygen. Can you see the helmet? I bet you can, right there. Can you see the drill? There he's repairing the space station. And can you see the backpack? Sure, they have the backpack that has all their oxygen. Isn't that cool? And there's the young lady inside. She's waiting for them to get back because she doesn't want them to float away. And you can see they're also tied in so they don't float away into space because space does not have any gravity. Okay, the space station travels really fast around the Earth. It takes 1.5 hours to go all the way around. That's amazing. Can you spot Kurobo, the space robot? Let's see if we can see Kurobo. I think that might be Kurobo, the space robot, right there. Can you see the sun? I think that's the sun. Can you see the stars? Of course you can. Beautiful. There's a shooting star. There's the Big Dipper. Can you see the moon? Let's see. I think that's the surface of the moon right there. That's pretty cool. See, this turns and you can see all the stars and the sun. Oh, there's the moon. Papa was wrong. This is the Earth, and there's the moon right there. All right. And that's the end of the book. So we're going to put this video on YouTube, and then we're going to give you a little code so that you can use Mommy and Daddy's phone, and you can actually view this video anytime you want to. So I hope you enjoy the story, and I hope you like all the beautiful clothing that Nana made for you, because she worked really, really hard. And you two are going to look so cool. All right, this is Papa. See you later.